Good morning. Welcome to Undisputed. I'm Jenny Taft with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys. How are we doing?
Good morning, Jenny. How are you today?
Feel good?
Well, the NFL players have spoken.
They spoke.
In the top 100 for which they just voted, that was revealed all the way down to the top 10, they have ranked Tom Brady ahead of Aaron Rodgers. Case closed. Game over. Sorry, Shannon Sharp.
Well, I want you to keep that same energy.
Yeah.
We got another topic.
We got another topic.
Keep that same energy.
Now, by the way, neither one of those guys made it into the top 10, so I guess times are changing.
Yes.
Times are changing. We will get there. We will get to the Dodgers-Astros drama last night. We have so much to get to, but tomorrow the NBA is back, and that is where we begin the show. But LeBron James and Anthony Davis both sat out the Lakers' final scrimmage game ahead of tomorrow night's first game back against the Clippers. Now, AD's status remains in question tomorrow night. Frank Vogel said the All-Star is still experiencing some discomfort, and the head coach has some concern but whether AD will be ready to go. So, Shannon, big deal or no big deal here?
It's a deal. Now,
It's just a deal?
It's a deal, but Skip, I guess consider they only have 8 games. They're 5.5 games ahead of the Clippers right now. I think what they're trying to do is to make sure it doesn't become a bigger deal. I think the thing is that AD could always go to the Kareem James Worthy route, put goggles on and go that way. There was some guy from Utah, Skip. You remember he used to have the Oakleys. They were dark tinted. I forget the name. I've been trying to think of his name, and I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
How far back are you going?
I'm going to 96, like 95, 96. What was the
Utah.
Anton Quark.
Anton Quark.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
His was tinted.
And his were scary.
And I think the thing is, Skip, I know everybody's out there, they've probably bitten their tongue once. And it seems like for the next week, you bite your tongue in the exact same spot every single day. I think when you have an injury like AD, watch. He's going to probably end up wearing glasses because people going to try, they rake it. I'm surprised more people don't wear it because people slapping at the ball and things like that and accidentally get a finger in his eye. And I think the thing for AD is that he just wants to make sure he's 100%. But if I'm them, I would put glasses on, put some protective eyewear on, and try to get AD to go on out there. And that way, Skip, win that game. You're 6.5 games ahead with 7 games to play for all intents and purposes. But even if because there's really no thing as home court, Skip, in the bubble, basically you get to wear your home jersey. That's the advantage that you have. You get to pick whatever home jersey that you want to wear. But I just think they're going to err on the side of caution with AD. Would I be surprised he played? I'm leaning towards I'm going to be surprised, considering there is no Trez, Harold. There will be no Shamit. It doesn't seem like we know for certain there's not going to be Sweet Lou. We don't know what's going to happen to Big Zoos, whether or not he's in or out.
Pat Bev.
So, Skip, I'm leaning towards AD. Probably the Lakers are going to err on the side of caution. But in order for this not to become a something that we talk about every day, and does it debilitate the Lakers' chances? Because I don't think without a healthy AD they can win it. Probably just put some protective eyewear on and go out there.
So I think I just heard my man Shannon Sharp say, suck it up, AD. Get out there and save LeBron from himself. You don't want LeBron to have to go out there against even what's left of the Clippers by himself.
So let me ask you a question. If Paul George is not going to play, you like the Clippers' chances?
He is going to play.
I know that. He's their second best player.
I'm pretty sure is going to play.
I'm saying if their second best player does not play.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, you should have made it Kawhi because he's the best player on the other team. You acted like Paul George was the best player on the Clippers.
I said the second best player, AD, LeBron. So you tried. So in other words, you saying AD is the best player on the Lakers. Is that what you're hitting at?
I can make that case, and I might in just a moment here.
Okay.
So I think you went on and on and on until you got to the conclusion of this is a big deal for LeBron James. Am I right about that?
Skip.
It is the Clippers. It is the arch rival. It is the team that lives in the basement that keeps popping his head out the door upstairs in the bright lights. It is the biggest threat to a championship that LeBron should win. It is now LeBron's championship to lose unless that team somehow figures out a way to spoil his party.
Well, we're going to talk about that a little later.
Okay? All right.
You think they should win, but other people disagree.
So here's the big picture of this to me. Here's the irony of this.
Okay.
Michael Carter Williams found some way, some crazy way to get even with LeBron James. Because you remember, this was the second scrimmage game, and it was so quiet in that gymnasium, because there are obviously no fans, that you can hear LeBron call out defensive assignments or signals or preps to different players out on the perimeter as the ball's being brought up court. So when Michael Carter-Williams came in, and I'm no fan of Michael Carter-Williams, go back and look before that draft, I said, no, 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 no. He's bounced around the league, but LeBron was yelling out in the gym, you know, play him to drive. No shoot, he just drives. That's all he does. And it was it was a shot, but it was the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth.
So, and I'm not saying that Michael Carter-Williams tried to get even this way, but as fate would have it, then it was Michael Carter-Williams to AD across the eye. It was an accident. Right. I'm pretty sure it was an accident. But he got a finger into AD's eye, and AD now is in jeopardy of not being able to play, which puts LeBron in some jeopardy now, because I'm sure he's now having flashbacks to what happened not this year, you know, have to go back a whole season ago to what happened his first go round with the Lakers when he started 55 games and they went 28-27 with no AD, who is not only his co-star, but is a rival for MVP. The harder I look at what AD has done in the games that we have now seen played, they're 5 months ago, but we did see those games played. I think his case is almost as strong as LeBron's, and in some ways it's even stronger than LeBron's. So is it possible, I'm just going to throw this out, that LeBron will look at Thursday night? Remember, this is going to be a massive TV audience.
It is.
This could be record. Right. We are on edge of seat. We haven't seen real basketball for 5 months. We finally get to see a game played that counts. It's not just a scrimmage game. It actually counts as sort of a seeding type game. They got 8 games left before the playoffs start.
Correct.
So will it not be maybe a record audience?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So the point is,
that's why they scheduled these two teams.
what happened in the third scrimmage game? Shannon Sharp said, I believe LeBron might play 4 quarters. But AD said, no, I can't go. It's still too dangerous to go with my eye. And whether he's going to wear protective eyewear, we don't know. Right. But now Vogel says it's in jeopardy. It's in doubt whether he will play.
Right.
So is it possible that LeBron, who then opted out of the third scrimmage game, will he opt out of Thursday nights? No. Are you sure he might not opt out? Are you sure he might not be haunted by what happened without AD? This is a huge game.
Hold on, do we remember what happened to AD without LeBron? You make it seem like AD was going to finals after finals.
I'm talking about the best player on the planet, says Shannon.
Yeah, I remember the best player on the planet couldn't get out of the first round until he got Scottie Pippen. But we're not talking about that.
We're wait a second. Did you just go there?
Hold up. At the time, he was the best player on the planet. But he couldn't get out of the first round, right?
Well, he was a baby at that
ain't
point.
no baby.
Yeah, he was a baby.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and then all he did was get out of the first round to win 6 championships with 6 MVPs.
All you can skip. The question was, all you try to do is try to take a shot at LeBron.
All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go back to what happened the first year with the Lakers when it was the all-time embarrassment. LeBron hit bottom in his career, and now he's trying to rise out. He's actually the comeback player of the year this year because he was so bad. 28-27, they missed the playoffs. And what was he left with from that year? A blooper reel. Do you remember the blooper reel? Do I need to remind you?
No, you don't need to remind me.
Maybe we should see it. Maybe we should see what happened just a year ago. Just look at this. LeBron, you just threw it off the backboard. There's no AD out there. LeBron, play defense. Kuzma had to shove him out to play three-point defense. There's no AD on the court right now. LeBron, you have to just go ahead and pick it up. Pick it up. It doesn't matter. Pick it up, LeBron. Just pick the ball up. Don't kick it out of bounds. And he kicked it out of bounds. There's no AD on the court. And finally, what happens here? LeBron is going against Mario Hezonja for the game winner at the Garden, and he gets blocked by Mario Hezonja, now a Portland Trailblazer, because there's no AD to kick it to.
No.
Yep.
Whoa. Hold on. There's no AD to kick it to.
Yep.
Now, I remember the last game they played. LeBron James drove the ball, kicked it to AD, he missed it, and you said LeBron should have took the shot. So now.
That was a long time ago. I don't even remember that.
No,
I swear, I don't even remember what you're talking about.
You do remember what I'm talking about. But now you want to go back and show something that happened over a year ago. You know the man hurt his groin.
And you know what? He might have hurt his groin in between now and Thursday night because he might come down with the proverbial my groin's a little tight injury, right?
You ought to stop, Skip.
Well, that's what usually happens.
That is what usually happens,
Okay.
Skip.
All right,
I said
so,
I would.
So let's look at what happened this year. He did play 7 games without AD.
Yes. What was their record?
They were 5-2.
Okay.
But in the 2 losses at Indianapolis and then at home against Orlando, those are sort of humiliating losses because you shouldn't lose to those teams, right?
Hold on. Indiana's
They got a chance, but you're better than Indiana.
Sabonis
You're
was
LeBron James.
Sabonis was an all-star.
Wait, did they have the Masked Singer that night? Did they have that guy?
Hold on.
Nope.
Currently, Sabonis
No
has
Victor
been
Oladipo.
Sabonis had been their best player this year.
All right, I got that. The point is, that game and the Orlando game, LeBron James combined from the 3-point line to go 2 for 15. And they were both close games. One was a 3-point game and Orlando was a 1-point game. So if you're 2 for 15 from 3, if you just make one more 3, maybe it's a different game, right? Okay, so I'm showing you it gets hard for LeBron without that co-star, right?
Well, Skip, I mean, that's the reason why they got AD. They trying to lessen the load on LeBron. And that's why you have these second stars. So if the first star is cold, the second star can bring it home.
So then what happened we've seen 3 Clippers-Lakers games so far.
Yeah.
First one, what happened? It's a tie game going to the 4th quarter, and LeBron scores 2, and unfortunately he got no help from his new partner in quote-unquote crime because AD went goose egg in the 4th quarter, and Kawhi took over, and they lost. And then what happened in game 2, Christmas Day game, and it was a Laker home game. What happened down the stretch?